Hello everyone. At a fundamental level, everything is energy, and that energy is imbued with consciousness. What does this mean? It means that everything in this universe has consciousness. That means every single part of you, every cell, every bit of tissue, and its own unique consciousness as well. So this essentially means that you can communicate with any aspect of you. Most people are not conscious of this fact. They're not aware of the fact that they can communicate with aspects of themselves. And so, when something goes wrong with them, they're completely confused as to why. They don't understand that they can look to themselves to give them that answer. Self-awareness is all about self-referencing. It's about tapping into yourself or aspects of yourself to become aware of what that aspect of you is trying to say to you, mostly through symptomology. This is definitely the case when you've got illnesses, for example. The symptoms you're experiencing is your body trying to speak to you. So, we can develop self-awareness through an exercise, which is essentially a meditation, that is designed specifically for you to tap into these different aspects of yourself, and to allow those aspects to tell you what they want to say. So what I've done today is I've invited one of my community members, Corinna. You guys haven't met her before. But she has no idea what this meditation is. I've never had her or anybody else at the house do it, so this will be an interesting experiment. She's going to be demonstrating what you will be doing during this meditation. So if you can just follow along with me, just follow the steps as if you were the people at home doing this. What you're going to do is you're going to begin this just like every other meditation. So you're going to close your eyes, you're going to make sure that you're comfortable, and you're going to begin to watch your breathing. It's a good idea to get into meditation the same way every time because it triggers your brain to actually go into a different brainwave state. You're teaching your brain that pattern. So watching the breath, that means I'm watching my breath come in and go out. What you're going to notice is that your mind is jumping around all over the place. That's okay. That's not a problem. You can let your mind do that. It's not hurting anyone by doing that. So I don't even want you to really corral your mind to begin with when you're starting this meditation. Just let it jump however it wants to jump and just keep focusing on the way that you're breathing. And what you're looking to do is to feel for a settling in your body. Well, this can take somebody 2 minutes, it can take somebody 15 minutes. So just you can take it into your hands and decide how long you want to spend with this settling process, this initiation into the core of this meditation. Okay, the second thing that you're going to do after this is that you are going to decide what aspect of your body you want to connect with. Now this can be something like an ailment. You can connect to something like your MS or your AIDS or your cancer or an injury, anything you want. You can also connect to a part of your body, like I want to connect to my knee, or I want to connect to my skin, or I want to connect to my heart or my liver. Or you can say, I want to connect to a feeling within my body. This is either an emotion or a sensation, something like I want to connect to the anger that I feel right now, or I want to connect to the burning in my chest, or I want to connect to a feeling of shame. Doesn't matter what it is. Just pick something in your body that you want to connect with. So what do you want to connect with?
My face.
Okay, Corinna wants to connect to her face. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take all your focus and your attention to your face. As if your face is a separate being now, because it's got its own unique consciousness. And you're going to begin to become acquainted with it and communicate with it. So the first step is, okay, my face. What you want to do is to think about whether your face has a color that you associate with it. Does it?
Something very dark.
Does it have a texture?
Yeah, like it's kind of like a rock, but it's like falling apart.
Okay. Does it have a sound?
very deep, but not like, it doesn't sound good. It's like,
What does your face feel like?
Ashamed.
Okay, so to begin with, now that you've tuned into and connected to this aspect, you're not going to do anything with it. You're just going to stay completely present with all of that you're feeling and hearing and perceiving about your face. It's almost like you're just going to sit there and get to know it, but on that energetic level. Okay, for the second part of this phase, you're going to play a get to know you game. So what you're going to be doing is asking it questions, and also noticing whether you perceive anything about it. So if I perceive anything interesting about my face, what would you say to that? What stands out to me about my face?
In a good way?
Either way. It can be good and it can be bad. Like, both aspects of the universe are part of self-awareness.
I feel like to me it's like the overall look of my face. It's just like, what is that? So I have like a problem with, like, for example, like the shape of my lips, or like,
That's still your perspective.
yeah.
So how does your face feel? What is it thinking? What is it wanting? This begins part of your questioning, is basically getting your face, that consciousness that you've connected to, that is your face, to talk back to you. So you're going to say, okay, I'm connected to my face right now. I'm sitting here with it. Okay, face, what do you want from me? What do you feel like? What do you want? What do you not want? What do you want me to change? Any question is game. The sky is the limit in terms of questioning during this phase of meditation, because you're basically thinking about, what do I want to know about this aspect of me, and what does it want me to know? Given those parameters, anything's game. So you're going to let your intuition guide you into this exploration relative to this aspect of yourself. So what does your face want you to know?
That it feels like that and unseen.
Unseen by who?
By me.
Why don't you see your face?
I don't want to see it because I don't feel comfortable with having that face.
And how does your face feel about that?
It's just like screaming, like it's like in so much pain. Like, can't even like stand it any longer.
Okay, so if your face had something to say to you, what would it want to say?
It just wants to be validated, but it doesn't expect me to like be loved unconditionally, like right now. Like, it knows at any time. It just wants me to make like the first step.
And what is the first step?
That's funny because actually I think right now is the first step. Like, it's the first time I've ever talked to my face. So, like, basically this meditation is the first step to like just to know that I can do it, to see the pain of my face. That's it. Like, I don't even need to be like, oh, I love you so much, da da da. No, like, I see your pain.
What do you want to know from your face?
Why do you look like that?
And what does it say?
Because it likes the way it looks like, and
What does it like about the way that it looks?
it represents my personality.
Specifics.
Okay.
What?
So, well, it likes that, like, it can do weird stuff. For example, like twisting the tongue.
Why does it like that it can do that?
Because it's like self-exploration. And just like having fun.
Does your face like to have fun?
Yes.
What else does your face like?
About the face or
Anything. Trust me, your face has a perspective on everything because it's its own unique consciousness.
Okay, so it likes to be a diva sometimes. It's like, you know, have all that beautiful makeup on and
So
like,
your face likes makeup.
yeah.
That's good. What's its favorite color?
Light purple.
So I want you to imagine giving that color light purple to your face. That's all you're doing. You're just giving your face purple energy. What happens when you do that?
It opens up. It's starting to trust me.
That's good.
It's like the sun comes in and like, you know, gives life to the face.
Do you feel guided to do anything else with your face? Is your intuition leading you anywhere else in this exploration with your face? Anything else you want to do or it wants you to do or say or be?
I want to be with my face, like holding it.
Then hold it.
And like being on top of a mountain with like a beautiful view, like nice conditioning, like nice weather. To get into the state of relaxation and appreciation.
Then I want you to imagine doing all of that. One suggestion that I have also, if you have an aspect of yourself that you really want to connect to but you feel a bit alienated or intimidated by this exercise, is to involve other people and to get them to brainstorm some questions that you could ask that aspect of yourself while in meditation like this. Make this an interactive meditation. Your prerogative is to develop intimacy with this aspect of yourself. Intimacy is to see into that aspect, to feel into that aspect, to listen to that aspect, to completely understand that aspect of you. When you develop intimacy with this aspect of yourself, you may feel compelled to just stay completely present with that aspect and not really do anything. Or, in response to that communication that starts to begin, or the understanding you start to gain, you might feel compelled to be more interactive with it. For example, if you're talking to your heart and your heart says to you in meditation that it's cold because it has no friends, then you may feel compelled to imagine surrounding your heart with a warm energy or surrounding your heart with other people. Then, when you come out of this exercise, you may commit to the idea of putting yourself around other people and stop isolating yourself. So everything that you just heard her voice is essentially the kind of thing that's going to be going on but inside you while you're silent in meditation. You're going to sit with this exercise for as long as it takes for you to feel a sense of completeness. And when you feel that sense of completeness, then you can slowly come back into the room, the same way you normally come out of a meditation. Do you feel that sense of completeness?
Mm-hmm. So while you were talking, I kind of like place my face like into my heart, and like so that it can like radiate off of me or with me, and I feel like more complete and like more in touch with this aspect of myself now.
Perfect. So she, in her position, she could choose right now to just come out of it, or she could choose to give her face the message, I'm not going to leave you alone anymore, you can stay in my heart. You basically want to say or do anything that enables this whole interaction to come to a sense of completeness or closure before you come back into the room. So coming back into the room, you can choose to wiggle your hands, your feet, breathe in, start to listen to the sounds in the room, just bring yourself back however you can. Yay! Okay, so was that pretty cool? You can see how if that became like an hour-long meditation where you were completely delving into intimacy with one aspect of you, it'd be pretty freaking awesome. So this is a meditation I want you guys at home to try. Now here's the thing. After you do this meditation and you receive this insight about yourself, your actions have to line up with what you have discovered. So that's the challenge going forward. So for example, let's just use you. Now that you have that awareness of your face, what might you be doing differently in the days that come?
I'm going to buy light purple eyeshadow.
There we go. Buying light purple eyeshadow is what I'm going to do as a result of this meditation. You get the point. Basically, when you tap into this aspect of yourself, you become more self-aware, you have further insight as to how to live your life in a way that actually benefits you. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you for joining me, Karina. Have a good week.